Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a battery replacement on an iPhone 6. So, let's go ahead and get started. Always start by removing the two bottom pentalobe screws with your pentalobe screwdriver. Like that. Like that. And I have my method for opening this. I usually just use a screwdriver to get a gap going, like so. And then I will hold that there and use a guitar pick and work my way around the sides, like that. And then around this side, like so. And then we have our little plate to take off here. Oh, first thing you need to do is to make sure it's off. Okay, so make sure you shut your device off before you work on it. And then I'm going to be removing 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay, so then you take off this plate here, put that aside, and we are going to pop up 4 connectors here to take off of our screen. First one is this one, that's the home button, 1. This is the front facing camera and the earpiece, it's 2, and then the next 2 are for the display and the digitizer. Just kind of get under there and twist it up just real gently, because you can damage these. These are delicate, I mean. So there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take off this plate here that holds in the charging port connector and the battery connector. So this screw here and this one here, and that'll pop up your plate like that. And then we are going to disconnect our battery. Preferably use a plastic tool to do this, just so you don't short circuit anything. One thing that's a good thing to do too is to take off this vibrator, because there's going to be 2 tabs here that we're going to take off. If they do work, I'd say 50% of the time they work, 50% of the time they don't. These 2 tabs we're going to pull off, and I will get to that, but this vibrator is what you want to remove here. The 2 screws, one there and one there. Okay, and then go ahead and lift that out and get that out of the way. And then I will show you what I'm talking about with these tabs here. So you want to gently lift these off the battery this way. These are going to pull and stretch. They make it so that you can easily remove the battery. This is the adhesive that holds the battery down. But what happens is over time they dry up and then they just crack and they don't work like they should. So go ahead and once you do that, try and pull these downward like that. Down. And just do it slowly. Okay guys, sorry about that. I had a customer call me on the phone and it shuts off my video. So these tabs you're going to pull downward, down this way. You don't want to pull them this way, they're going to tear, and you don't want them to tear. So just go ahead and slowly work them downward using, just a small amount of force. And these are going to, so this one's working good. We're going to get this one all the way. It's like a piece of gum. So there's that. Same thing with the other one. There we go. Just make sure you do it gently. It's kind of like those picture frames that you hang on the wall. They're designed so that when you pull them like this, it doesn't rip off the paint off the drywall. Same design. So once that's done, then there goes your battery. Make sure you put this out of the way so you remember that's the bad battery and this is our good battery. So before I put this on, we can actually put our vibrator back on, but I want to make sure this battery's good, so I'm going to temporarily put it back together and test it just to make sure. But first we're going to put our vibrator back, so make sure this lines up like so. You'll be able to tell when it lines up. There's a small little prong on the left hand side right there that goes over. That's where you'll line it up over. So we'll put in one screw there, which I just did, and then this one. So some of these you might have to kind of work, like bend it a little bit to get it to fit, but you want it to look like that. That's plugged in there. I just press down, make sure it's lined up, and press down. Don't go like this or your battery will fall out. And then we're going to put on our screen. This battery's been sitting for a while, so I'm not sure if it's going to have any charge in it. But usually when I buy these batteries, they do come with the charge. So sorry, I'm not doing this so you can see, but I'm just putting these connections back in. So when you kind of wiggle it around, and then it kind of line it up before until it stops wiggling, then you push down. Like that one didn't click, but I felt it. So we're gonna do that. Battery's plugged in, so we're gonna try and turn it on. Okay, that's a good sign. 1810. So make sure you don't make the mistake of purchasing a 6S battery and then putting it into a 6, because they're different wattages and voltages, and you'll fry something doing it that way. Okay, cool. So yeah, it's only got 8% battery, but it looks like since it turned on that we're good to go. Okay, so we can go ahead and shut it down, and we will fully install it now. So kind of wait for your phone to shut down. Always a good idea too to when you fold up the screen, don't go past 90 degrees. Don't go, you know, too far this way, because it puts a lot of tension on these cables. So first thing we got to do before we do that is we have to stick the battery down with new adhesive. So make sure the screen's fully off, and we're gonna lift up our cables again. 1, 2, gently. 3, 4. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, do not pick up sticks. That's the most important part. Just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna unplug the battery again right there. Lift that up and out, and I'm gonna put 2 strips of adhesive down here. This is just double back 3M adhesive. You can get online. And 2. Okay, and make sure that's all the way down, stuck down. Peel off our backing. There we go. Make sure to line this up so that it does plug in first, and then lay it down. Make sure it fits into the housing nice and it's not rubbing up against anything. So there's that. Put our screen back on with our 4 connections. I'm going to try and do this so you guys can see. First one right back here, kind of line it up and then wiggle it around so it doesn't move, and then once it doesn't wiggle around, you got it lined up, you can push down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We declare a thumb war. All right, go ahead and put your plate on now, like so. And then we're going to put our 5 screws back in this plate. Okay, then we're going to put our plate on our battery and our charging port. Like that. So this only goes one way too. If you do it like that, it's not gonna work right. Let's see. There we go. So it's like that. Goes like that. A little indent goes on that side. Okay. We're going to put our top in first. So this goes down like so. See, when you push it all the way down like that, that's nice and flush, so that tells me that's in place. And then go ahead and kind of push it that way towards the top, and then just go ahead and work the sides down. Make sure you're all snapped in place. And then go ahead and put your two bottom pentalobe screws in. And we will call this one good. 1 and 2, buckle your shoe. All right, well, thanks guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you for watching. And hopefully this video helped you in some way.